Woo-hoo-hoo. Hey, welcome everybody to the price chat. This is a community price chat. We're going to talk about Hedron and we're going to talk about Hex. That's it. We're just talking about the pricing. And of course, get into the chat, folks. We love a vibrant chat. Let me just check the audio's up and running before we get going. So let me have a look here. Welcome, of course. Let's just hang out, grab yourself a nice cool drink, sit back and relax. We're going to talk about the action broker uptrend. So we'll get into that too. All right, so it sounds like audio's looking good. So we'll move on from that. And let's put my mute on my own audio. And let's have a look here, what we've got going. Woo-hoo-hoo. All right. So look at that breakdown. Man, oh man, oh man. It's, it can be tense trading these new tokens, of course, for sure. We've got the hourly chart in at the moment. So let's actually go back. Let's pull back into the daily. Hopefully we'll be able to look at this sort of structure at the moment. And pull this up. Look at that. So starting up here, opened up 3,184 as our high. We went all the way down here 6 days later down to a low of 553. So this gives us a bit of context. And then, of course, we started rallying up, had a massive 12x within eight days by the 11th of March. Then we've pulled back down here. Over about 6 days, 5-6 days to the 15th of March. We got a low of 3,088. We bounced off that pretty well. And of course, we were tracking pretty well. And then, of course, we just had a big pullback with a big seller. Woohoo! So obviously we do TA, but if there's a big seller in the house, that just changes the whole game, right? So we're going to check out that big seller for sure. Let's go back to the hourly here, and we'll pull back the structure again. And you can see where we are here. This is where we're at the moment. We've got new support lines now. All the old stuff's gone. That's been blown out of the water now. We did pretty well though. We got up to 4,434. So we didn't get too bad. Sorry, the high was 4,648 there. So 4,648. That's where we got to the high. We tried targeting 5,000. We got pretty close to that, but now we got beaten down. So once we got into this zone here, once we broke down through here, we were in trouble, reaching up to our 5,000 mark. And of course, these angles are your best guide, folks. They are your best guide. And of course, once that broke down, you got to be very cautious. So if you're looking at picking up a position or selling something when it breaks the thing, this is kind of when you got to look for. We trickled down here. Then a big seller came in and made all these candles. They've just been selling over the last wee while. So we're going to check that out at the moment. So let's pull up the trades as well. Pull up the trades here. We can see the culprit is in the house. Here he is. Here is the culprit. I'll just call him a he for simplicity. And of course, there he is there. Look at that. And we're going to go to the Hedron contract. We've got 66.8 trillion in Hedron. We've got our first page of holders. And of course, we're going to go all the way down. The holder was around about number 16, near our good friend Hex 19. Wasn't Hex 19, but they had a similar amount of Hex 19. So we're gonna search for that wallet. That wallet is now dropped down. We're going to have a look here and paste the wallet in. Bam, there we go. And we're going to look for that. They're down to 30 million. They've still got 30 million folks to go. 107,000 US dollars left there. And look what they've done here. So they had a multi-call here, almost 2 hours ago, 300 million there. And of course, they've been actively trading over these days here. And then what we're seeing now, we're seeing all these sales come in 50, 50, 50. Of course, these were these big sales coming down here, 50, 50, 50 billion. And of course, then we got smaller sales happening evenly apart there. Even a minute ago, we had a 10 billion, 5 billion, etc. So you can sort of see where the selling is. And of course, they're still pushing it down. So it's not wait. You got to wait for it to finish, right? You got to wait for it to finish. You don't want to be buying while you've got this person still got 100K left to sell. So let's refresh this again. 30 million there. So just be careful there with that. So not too bad. Fatal Fuse in house. Who was the big seller? Is it Maddie? I don't think so, but that's pretty funny. Dingo Wolf said early bird, absolute early bird. It's probably what is it? Time is it in the UK? Maybe 9 o'clock in the UK, somewhere like that. So welcome to the UK audience. Of course, every time I stream, it's probably got different people around the world awake. We've got Crypto Pay as well. Time to relax now. Watching my favorite channel, Crypto Pay. Appreciate that. Big salute to you. Very, very cool. All right, so nice one. Before I got the live stream, I went and did a bit of shopping. So that was a bit of fun, as it were. Nice. So we're just refreshing there. 30 million to go. So you've got to be pretty tenuous about them buying in at the moment. So these people here still got potential for 30 billion more to be sold into. So definitely when you see some big buys, it's always good before, if you're looking at buying, entering in, it's always good to see what the seller's been doing. When you see some big selling coming in like this, typically they're going to sell down the whole bag if you've hit on the big addresses. So we saw all the way back here in the feed. They've been doing 5 and 10, as we can see there. Also, sometimes you can get other people jumping on, selling big amounts too. So just remember that as well. Not necessarily just one buyer. We can see the 50 billion back here. This looks like a separate buy, a seller here. So they jumped on with 35 billion, but there was 49 and 50. So you can see what I mean. Some big sales that moved us down into terms of the price on the trading there. So I don't think the person's finished at all. It looks like they're doing a complete exit on this. So we'll wait till that to play out. 30 billion in there left. Pretty dramatic. Woo-hoo-hoo. You know, I love the drama. Drama when it's to do with price, it is not to do with other drama, but I like the drama when it comes to this. So nice. All right, so that's where we're at the moment. We're at 3,574. Woohoo! Ramirez is in the house morning from the Alps. Really? Are you kidding me? Oh, big shout out to you in the Alps there. I hope you're in a nice little log cabin, a little fireplace, a little bit of, I don't know, cheese and crackers, with a bit of wine there. Fatal Fury says there's a huge buy wall to at 30,000. Looks like 30,000 will be defended. Yeah, okay, that's really interesting, Fatal Fury. A good insight there. Appreciate that. And Dingle Wolf says morning from Mars. Morning from Mars. Good one. All right, you're up with Elon Musk, are you, over in Mars? Yeah, and one of those big rocket ships. All right, so pretty dramatic, and we'll pull this back here. We'll take the trays off. We'll zoom that up. Nice at the moment. So yeah, there we are. Look at that big candle, man. Man, it just ruined it. We're almost there. We're almost getting on to 5,000. We did have a little bit of selling under here, and then of course by the time we got here, the big seller came in. Oh, there's some more. More's coming in. So we got more there. Another 10 billion. Woohoo! It's almost done. Is it 20 billion left? Yeah, 20 billion left, folks. 20 billion left. So you definitely want to wait, don't you? Want to wait till they're sold out. So now the price is even cheaper now, 3,470. And of course, there they go. It'll be nice when they finish for sure. $71,000 to go on that one. Now, Hex, on the other hand, is looking okay. Hex is looking all right? 11.34. That's doing okay at the moment. Yeah. So someone did call the RSI earlier today. And yeah, the RSI was definitely weakening. So that was definitely going to be an issue. But this big seller and another big seller, there was obviously one that jumped on the back of this one. Definitely moved the market down dramatically. Broke any chance of holding up that nice sort of bullish price target. AK says, I'm telling you guys, Hedron will do a Hex type top and retest 175. How many zeros has that got on there? 3, 4, 5, 175. Yeah, well, it's looking more likely now, AK. It's definitely looking more likely now. AK said, did you get a chance to read up on the Metamask token launch? No, I didn't, but I did talk about it earlier today in the live stream. I did mention that someone said that. It was obviously you, AK. But cool. Hey, we've got a Dingle Wolf and AK in the house. Good to see some moderators, that's for sure. Nice, yeah, dramatic. So I don't know whether, hey, why don't you post me, AK, why don't you post me a link to an article? We could probably pull it up, actually, if you want to talk about that. We could do that in real time. It was definitely on my list, though. It's on my list over here. I got it on my list. So cool. Yeah, look at that. So yeah, Hex is doing okay at the moment. Okay, I definitely want to see it go in the next 24 hours up to 12.5 cents. I really want to see that. But otherwise, it's going pretty good. And there we are. So we're going to hide the trades again. And yeah, let's wait till this person exits. So if it goes to 17.75, that's this one here, I think. No, that's 223. So it's the bottom here. We'll copy that and bam. And it's definitely more likely when you get a smash like this. That's the 2000. That's the 2004. And let me just post that down. That's your 17 there, I guess. Post that and bam. Might just thin that out, eh? That's 2. Put that a 2. That a 2. Nice. All right, bit of artwork. Why not? Artwork's always fun. All right, so we're at 3535. Fatal says, little guys are swapping Hex into Hedron. Big wallet selling Hedron to support Hex price. Thoughts? I haven't actually looked at what's been buying Hex Fatal Fury. That's a reasonable observation. I just haven't seen the numbers. California, Cal's got BAM. Yeah. Hey, nice to see you, Cal, in the chat, by the way. Hey, okay, nice one. Let me open that up on the list there. Let me open it up here in the studio.
Hello again, and
hello
congratulations.
Just a moment.
I'm so thrilled that you've taken the first step towards
Thank
becoming
you.
a member.
Appreciate that. In the studio.
Hello again, and
hello
congratulations.
Just a moment. No, what happened there? I'm sure. All right, I'm after the link. Copy the link address. No. All right, cool. Let me just get rid of that. Bam. And Ethereum wallet Metamask passes 30 million users. That's incredible, isn't it? 30 million users, man, oh man. Plans a DAO and token. Popular Web3 wallet Metamask continues to grow rapidly. 6th of March. In brief, Metamask, yeah, okay. Upcoming DAO will help fund new pieces of Metamask. Well, you know, they say help fund, but you're depending on how they do it, we all know that it's going to be way oversubscribed, right? They just make a killing out of these things in crypto. Crypto software giant Consensus announced on Tuesday its popular Metamask, which Ethereum. It's going to be a Web3 application, or Web3, of course. The figure reflects a 42% increase in the last 4 months. That's astounding, isn't it? When Metamask reported 21 million users, comes as it's positioning itself to be a key player in emerging Web3 economy. You know, that bodes pretty well for what we're talking about, internet money, doesn't it? It bodes pretty well with that sort of growth of internet money if they can do their marketing right. A global user base relies on Metamask to mint and collect NFTs, join DAOs, and participate in DeFi protocols. United States, Philippines, Brazil, Germany, and Nigeria represent some of Metamask's most active markets. What else we got here? Progressive decisions. There's a great user interface that we're going to. There's a great user interface that we're going to launch pretty soon. That's good to see, eh? As part of the plan to pursue its various goals, Metamask will soon be launching a decentralized autonomous organizational DAO, popular crypto governance tool, often described as internet. So this is going to be pretty big. This is going to be a pretty big opportunity. Lubin did not provide further details or the date of its launch, but confirmed Metamask is intending to launch the token. Yeah, obviously it's no brainer that's going to be pretty super huge. It'll get massively speculated onto by the crypto market. So definitely a good opportunity. Rumors of a token have been swirling for months. Some early Metamask adopters are hoping they'll be entitled to receive one. Other crypto projects like Uniswap have rewarded early users in such fashion, but key figures in the project have offered a few clues about how the token will launch. Yeah, hopefully there's people will be wanting an airdrop or something like that, right? So we'll see. We'll see. It could be a bit like, is it EMS? Is it? Could be a bit like EMS. Is it EMS, the naming service? I think it's the right word. At Ethereum Dev last month, Metamask head of operations said the token launch will proceed cautiously and that it will not be a cash grab. Oh, really? What a crapper. What a crapper. Oh, cash grab for them. Hopefully not. Yeah, hopefully not for cash grab for them. Announced the new user tally for Metamask, one of its flagship products on the same day, disclosed it raised 450 million Series D round that values the company over 7 billion. Oh, wow, that's incredible, isn't it? That's incredible. Okay, well, look, that's super bullish. I like that a lot. Thanks for posting that. That's nice. I might talk about that maybe tomorrow again. Nice. All right, so here we are sitting at 3562. Let's do a refresh here with this person still got their 20 billion there. Come on, just get over it. Just sell it. They wait for people to fill it up a little bit, right? And then they sell it down. Little treacherous little wallets there. AK says Metamask token will be another interesting opportunity to invest and speculate on. Please do keep an eye on it and keep us posted. I will do. Okay. Yeah, I think that's a big one. Yeah, it's not a small one. It's a big opportunity. Brendan says, when is the airdrop? Yeah, that's the thing. When airdrop? We all love it. Yeah. So thing is, if they do a snapshot, right? Because you could open up a few more MetaMask wallets and then do some trades on them. I don't know, something like that. Who knows? And then a lot of people speculate that if you use the swap feature, right? If you use the swap feature in MetaMask, you will qualify. So let's just see what hurdle they make. Is it just the fact that you use their wallet to swap, or is it that you actually did a swap through their swap feature, which is typically what people were speculating on. That's why people want to do a swap, even though it's more expensive. So when V2B says, okay, well, apparently it's pretty soon. It is sinking, okay, it is sinking. So it's in the game, that's for sure. Richard Hart confirmed on Twitter that it is sinking. To be or not to be, lol. That's a good one, okay. Fatal says Dex screen at 70 Hedron buyers, 77 sellers in the last hour. Yeah, there's lots of buyers, but the problem is that, and that's a good sign that there's lots of buyers, but the fact is you got one big giant seller, one big seller there. And of course, they're almost out though, 20 billion. Still 71,000 bucks there. Yeah, let's show the trades in here. Pull it up. So getting a bit of buying in here. Nice. Yeah, you know what they're doing? They basically they sell, they let it fill up a bit more, and then they sell again. You know, it's kind of what they do. They're running out of steam there. So they sold 34. They let the 20 go back in there. Then they sold 34. They probably did it a little early, to be honest. And then they sold. They got 34. They've got 20, 30. Yeah, so we should expect another sale pretty shortly, is my guess. Brennan says, in a matter of hours, I hope, okay? In a matter of hours. Yeah, me too, Brennan. I agree. That could be very soon. Okay, says, you think V3 will be after 2B or will there be a 2C? I don't think there'll be a 2C, but definitely I think that there's most likely a V3. There is a scenario where Richard says V3 but does a 2.5 and then launches live. But I think that's kind of got more risk to it if you haven't finished the V3 harvesting the AMM bot. I mean, basically, it's got a little bit different math and stuff in it. So I would think that you might want to put that on a V3 test. But, you know, Richard's a game master. So he's going to, you know, let the market... he could easily trick the market so that it creates this absolute super FOMO when everyone realizes, oh, no, it's dropping. It's going to drop. You know, it's kind of interesting. It's not going to be I can't see it being too straightforward. He's got to have a little bit of something in there. We'll find out soon enough. Yeah, nice. Like I said earlier today, I would do a price live stream if something happened with the candles. Just so happens the last 3 nights, it's always been at the time that I was going to do that. So that's pretty funny. Yeah, let's get back to your 1700. 70, is that 17? Yeah, 1700 down here. That's quite far down, right? So we've got the 78.6 at 2000. 1700 is quite low. Will it get that far? Well, it's got a kind of resistance here, but it's still got this 3000 resistance. It's got a little bit of weakness around the 2000, but 3000 is much stronger on the TA side of it. 2000, but you're right, could do a pretty incredible retrace. I don't see it going all the way back though. There's too much interest in it now. I think there's too much interest to go all the way back, unless some really crazy seller was in the house, you know, doing it. We'll close out of that. Let's have a look at the wallets again. So we're back here. You know, we don't probably expect a lot of these wallets to be selling. It's probably, yeah, well, we did get one of these wallets selling. So these are the typical wallets that I expect to sell. These ones down here. If any wallet's going to sell, it'll be one of these. But then again, you know, Hexkins are very, typically very good. So it just depends whether they're a speculator. There will be some speculator wallets in here, no doubt. So yeah, it's going to be interesting. Any wallet in the top 150 though, top 150 could, you know, it can actually impact the market quite a lot. You know, like all these ones in the top. This is the top 100. You know, 38 billion down there. They all pretty. That's 127,000. What's our pool value at the moment? Let me pull up the pool value. Well, this does lag, so it's a little laggy. But at the moment, it's saying there's 1.4 million in there. But that does lag a bit, I think, from memory. So yeah, either that or people moving stuff in and out of the pool a lot. But you know, down 17, 19. That was all pretty much this big whale here. They've still got a bit left, so we'll see. If we go to the top 150, then we're getting down the bottom here, 150. We're down at 23 billion in the top 50. So, you know, what's that worth? 81,000. So, you know, that's still hadn't have a reasonable impact when the pool's down at 1.4. They have less impact if the pool was up at like 3 million. But when it's at 1.4, 1.5, definitely a decent impact at 1/15th. Definitely. So, yeah, interesting. All right, cool. Let's have a look at that wallet again. Oh, no. All right. Does that work? All right. So there we are. Nice. We'll keep an eye on that one. Meanwhile, a bit of buying. Yeah, just let it fall back up, right? And then you can sell on it again until the fact that then the buyers wash up, right? The buyers slow down. And you keep selling down on the buyers and there's not enough buyers left. And you get buyer exhaustion. And then suddenly the price can really drop down. That's got what we could see, right? With a big enough seller. It gets sold down. People buying, sell, buying. They keep selling in on them, and then fortunately, he's only got 20 billion left. So I think we might survive. We might survive it. Otherwise, you could see, like you say, get down quite high. So we'll see. AK says, can we finally test Liquid Alliance protocol on V2B since it will have PLSX? Can you please fud up the team on this? I think they talked a little bit about that. I don't know whether they're going to. We'll find out. It's probably Jexa. AK Jexa's probably the best person to try and get them to do. It's really their team, right? Yeah. I mean, they know I talk about liquid loans a lot, but you know, I'm just a YouTube content creator. It's not like I have access to the team. But we have Jesse, the boss, Pip boss, come around a few times. But yeah, definitely. I did hear Jexa talking about that on one of his streams, talking about the fact that they might have that may have it open for testing on Pulsechain testnet. But yeah, they're pretty closed with that sort of stuff. Yeah, regardless, the price feed, they'd have to link up. I guess the price feed should be all right. PLS would be, I don't know, the price is going to be pretty crappy. Maybe, who knows? We'll see. AK says if you move to daily log, yeah, let's. Don't have it on. Sorry, I thought I had daily log on there. Apologize. Must have toggled that off there. If you mean daily log on Hedron, you'll notice it's actually a free fall to 175. 5 zeros. What happened to the log? I had the log on. It's a pretty big, yeah, 175. You got 175. I got 17 there. And let me just move that up to 175. 175. There we are. 175. Cool. Well, they haven't sold their last bit there. What are they doing? They're just waiting for it to fill up a little bit more. Jimbo Sticks is in the house. Hey, g'day, Hex Token and everyone. Woohoo! Nice one. Good to see Jimbo in the house. Hex Token channel member with the woohoo-hoos. I like it. It looks so good in the chat. So there's 7 emojis at the moment, and I'm trying to get up to. I think we could do 10. I'm going to try and add a few more. I did have another idea for another emoji. Let me know in the chat what you think a good idea for an emoji is. That'd be appreciated, I should say. And Brendan Scott, is the sell-off of Hedron going back into Hex? Good question. So let's see what they're doing with that. Obviously, it's into USDC coin. And let's open that up in another wallet. Let's see what they're doing here. So sitting on USDC, got 100,000 there. Cool. Okay. And what else they've been doing? Out. That's out. Okay. Doesn't appear to be. Doesn't appear to be. Just to be, seems to be sitting in the wallet there for the time being. 1 million US dollars. 1 million. That's pretty impressive. All right, so looking good there. What else we got? 1 million. $1 million. Is that the way you go? 500,000 out there the other day. Let's have a look where that went to. Hedron. Yeah, nothing at the moment, just holding USDC. Yeah, go pump that $1 million into Hex. Go pump that $1 million into Hex. Yeah, that's what we want. Now let's see where we are. I don't think it's done anything. Yeah, it's still at 20. Nice. All right, so there we are. 3, 5, 6, 7. Not quite yet the time to buy in based on that. And of course, if AK is correct, you're talking about 175. So that'd be 1750. 1750. What else we got there? Jim, g'day Jimbo, says Brennan. Hey, that's my wallet, says Brennan. Nice one. Just kidding. All right, so hey, it wouldn't be the first time we had the actual seller in the chat, would it? We had to actually hit the seller. So if the seller's in the chat, hello from everybody here watching on Hex Token Live price review. Nice. Cheers. All right. This is how the market's going. Market's going all right. BTC's down just a tad, a couple $100, but still holding up pretty well. It's not too bad there. I don't know what the gas price is in at the moment. It doesn't actually have the gas price on here. That's a little weird. I guess it's multi-chain. So let's have a look on the gas price there. 17 Gwei. 17 Gwei at the moment. Oh, it's super cheap to do stuff. 17 Gwei. Man, oh man, oh man. That's so good. And Hex is looking okay too. 11. Oh, just as I say, it was looking okay. And then it went down to 12.29. But it is looking still all right here. Still looking okay. Better than the Hedron. Hedron at the moment. AK says April PLS launch likely now. Thoughts? Yeah, like I always do the earliest date, right? So the earliest date is still the 15th of April for me. And that assumes 2.2b testnet and also version 3 testnet. So those are, and that assumes they're about 2 weeks long, and they overlap each other by a day or two. So yeah, that's kind of the earliest time frame. Yeah. Brendan says, do you follow any sport? Hex Token. Do I follow sport? I used to follow a classical dance because I used to be a classical dancer. But I used to, I guess, watch a little bit of rugby, the All Blacks, New Zealand national team. But I haven't watched them for 10 years now. But I used to a long time ago. What else? Used to watch a little bit of cricket, a little bit. I watch individual sports. So I watch sprinting. So I watch sprinting, so 100 meters, 200 meters, 1500 meters. So I watch that. Hurdles. I watch hurdles. I watch gymnastics. I watch what else? I watch a little bit of ice skating. I watch what's the swimming one where they all swim together and make patterns? I watch a little bit of that. I can't remember what that's called now. But yeah, I watch those ones. I'm just trying to think. Yeah. Diving, watch diving. Yeah, so that's not too bad, eh? But more individual sports, right? So I guess I've always liked individual sports a bit more than team sports, but I never really grew up playing team sports. So I guess if I'd been a team, played up team sports, I probably would, appreciate team sports a bit more. What team sports? I do like gridiron, like from a visual point of view. Gridiron looks pretty good. American football looks pretty good. Yeah, I think that's probably it there. There's probably a few other sports I like, but skiing is okay. Skiing, snowboarding. I actually done snowboarding in the past, but my ankles hurt too much when I'm doing it. So I don't know. Maybe it's just not the way to go. Let's have a look at the show. Let's show some trades here. As a 4.4, that's a different wallet, so I don't think it's our one. No, they do even numbers like 5 billion, 10 billion. It's funny how they're just sitting on 20 at the moment because they were being reasonably frequent in their sells. The problem is when you have so much selling of one wallet, like I say, you can get all these buyers coming in, but once if you get buyer exhaustion, there's not enough buyers left. So like I say, it was pointed out, 8 sells, 70 buys. That's in the last hour. $249 buys and 67 sells. But the problem is when you got one big giant wallet that was sitting at number like 17 or 16 or whatever, I think they were about that. Did you really do classical dance? Yeah. I was like a world class at classical ballet. I loved it, man. It was addictive. It's like aiming at perfection all the time. It's like pretty cool, man. You never get exhausted by trying to get better and better and better. It's pretty neat. And being able to do superhuman things. That's why I got the nickname Superman. It's because that's what I used to be called when I was dancing, was Superman. All right, 3,546. We're doing pretty good. I've had a few things happen to me since that time, though, unfortunately. But when you're a high achiever from that point of view, you stay high achiever, right? You just keep up the good stuff. You just keep always striving to achieve more. And Brendan says, "Oh wow, congrats, mate. Good on you." Hey, Brendan, appreciate it. All right, cool. So we've got market cap still 237 million, pretty impressive. Liquidity at 4.3 million here. What else we got going in here? Half of that's in the USDC, 1.44 million. And then, of course, Hedron is the other side, just under 800 billion in there. Yeah, so cool. Looking not too bad. Well, the seller is not selling yet. Typically, you want to wait for them to finish selling, right? If you're going to end up buying a position, you want to wait for them to finish selling. But they're not finished yet. And Hex is sitting at 11.3. So we had a little bit of a sell in there. What was that? That took us down 11.3, 11.45. So we had a few. This is the version 3 pair, by the way. So 13,000, all pretty small ones there. 10,000. So all relatively small. But nevertheless, that can move the price a little bit there. We're waiting to get that fire back in the Hex price, right? It's nice to be having bounced from 10 cents, but we want to get that fire back in the price. And of course, it's been longer than people were expecting, especially with 6 months coming up. So yeah, definitely. Let's have a look at the daily on the Hex. Let's pull that up. Let's change that on there. Let's add on our overlays. Let's pull that back there. And yeah, let's take that price out. That's gone. Bam. And of course, we've got to break out here. That's where we're at the moment. Yeah, hopefully we end up with a better candle than that. We've probably got a few hours left on the candle. I didn't actually check how many hours we got left until this day candle finishes. And yeah, this is what I was trying to look at. So this Hex double, this is I think the 19th of March, doubling every 6 months. So we're only a couple of days away from that. Was it 2 days away from hitting that? So we're not going to make that. So we better not stop talking around, about doing a doubling at least every 6 months. Yeah, cool. But I think it's going to happen after. We know we're going to have a massive rise once we get past probably 2B. But I imagine we're going to get a bit of price momentum as we head through when 2B launches. We should get a little bit of momentum from that rather than a sell-off, that is. And then, because that's pretty good, right? You're going to have the AMM bot on it. You're going to have Pulsechain. That's pretty positive, right? From in terms of a launch phase. Yeah. It'll be interesting with the scenario where if he doesn't launch V3 and he just goes straight from 2B to mainnet. They'd have to be pretty confident in the version 2B. They could just do 2B and test it anyway. I guess they could do that. About that. No, well they can't. They've got all of the pools being bonded. So yeah. a good version 3 there. Maybe we get a surprise. Brendan says, where's Rackham when you need him to buy push the price up? He made a comment on one of the tweets today when 3 cents or something, 3 cents. And I was like, I think he was just being facetious, but yeah, I'm certainly sure if the price did get to 3 cents, he would definitely defend it at 3 cents. But then someone said that on the audio the other day on Twitter Spaces that he said he was going to defend the price at 10 cents. So we didn't quite break 10 cents. But presumably, if he's defending the price, he's going to have some limit orders, right? Because he can't be awake 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. But a big shout out to Rackham. Woohoo! He's doing pretty good stuff for the community. Looking forward to it. Obviously, when you're up in there, I see that he's driving a lot of fast cars at the moment. Let's jump in on there and have a look at his fast cars that he's driving around. Let's see, just posted this one here. What's that? Ben, was it being in crypto.com? Richard Hart, Hex users unaffected. DeFi, 100 finances loses 6.5 million in DeFi. Re-entry attack. Yeah, so here's some of the cool cars that he's got on there. Got some more in here. Look at those. Got some cool cars. Hanging with the rich homies, as it were. Some nice little cars there. Very, very cool. So that's what he's doing. I'm not sure if Richard's got any tweets out at the moment. I'll check some of Richard's tweets, see if he's got anything out. This is new. Was he posted that 1 hour ago? Pulsechain Hex. Will Pulsechain be the key to richness for the average Joe? So yeah. Cool. Not sure if that article is any good. Let's have a look at the article and see if it's any good. I posted an article of 5 price projections for Pulsechain. I think it was Pulsechain. Or was it Hex? No, it was Hex. And of course, Richard deleted the tweet like about an hour later. So I'm not sure what happened there. Maybe I didn't think you liked the price predictions in there. Maybe. I've got a few things in there. Not sure if he's got much in there. Average Pulsechain. Yeah, we've got the Pulsechain teasers, haven't we, with the Pulse X coming in. That's going to be fun. So we're going to be playing around with Pulse X on this channel. Obviously, we'll be interfacing with the testnet. The cool thing is that obviously with Pulsechain at the moment, we can, we're already interacting with a few of these things already. Let me just log on to here. Damn. What's going on there? Oh, I see. I had a caps lock on. Yeah, cool. All right. So, yeah, we've got the validators up. We're already interacting with the testnet 2 with this. So this is all the validators. So that's pretty cool. It's going pretty well. We've got 34. So, and it's we need 33. So 34. I imagine that there'll probably be, I don't know, will there probably be maybe 40, 50 of them? That's my guess. I don't know. It's going to be interesting to see. We've got the Pulsechain Uniswap front end. That's working well. Look at this. Woohoo! Nice. Actually, we've got some Hex in there. We've got some Pulse. How much does one Pulse buy at the moment in Hex? One Pulse will buy 318 Hex. Like it. I like it. Let's do a swap. We'll swap for some Hex. There we are. Let's pump our bags of Hex. How much it's going to cost me? It's supposed to be about 3 seconds. It's going to cost me a 000183 test pulse. Let's do the swap here. Why not? We're just having a bit of fun while we're here. And that should go into my bags. There we are. Look at that. 1 PLC. Let's show up. Yeah, nice. Swap for that. Nice one. I probably need more pulse, to be honest. I should be selling my Hex. How much Hex have I got in here? I've got 5,346 Hex. I've got 71 dye. Let's get some dye, actually. Let's get some dye. And let's buy some pulse. Let's max that out. Is that all it's going to get me? Are you kidding me? It's only going to get me 0.07 pulse. That's just ridiculous. I got to keep my dye then. Pulse is so expensive on the blockchain. Let me take my Hex and let's max that. How much pulse? 17.5 pulse. All right, that's not too bad, I think. So 2,500 Hex. I'm going to swap some of that. Bam. And get some pulse. Love it. This is on testnet 2, folks, so don't get too excited. It's not 2B. That's not testnet to be. Now, obviously, we're expecting it to have a new block height. So hopefully, anything that you're holding on Ethereum, you should get in. You should get in there. So there we go. Got another swap there. Not too bad. So you see what I mean? These things are working. We're going to get 2B's going to have the AMM bot run. We're going to have the liquidity pools, Pulse Hex UI. Should be pretty good. This Pulse Hex UI here should be pretty neat on that. Nice. What else we got in there? Gas fee so ridiculous. What else? Hex as it's following a new swap. Nice, and a few other things. Nice the stakes. So that's a good little program. Little preview there with the highest stakes. Not too bad. What I was going to say on here, the Blocknet Explorer. Let's have a look at that. Obviously, we do look at that quite regularly. We got 3-second blocks, almost 900 million transactions on the testnet from the looks of it. 15,882,000 blocks. Nice. That's testnet 2, so you can see V2 up in the URL there. So it's not too bad. And finally, let's get out of those and let's get at the GitLab. Let's go to GitLab and see what the devs have done anything on there. 58 minutes ago, they did a little update. Woohoo! In the testnet there. It's I'm not sure if we. I think you probably get a website tracker that actually track what they're actually doing. Typically, most of the updates I think are pretty tiny. Still got V2 on there, chain ID 940. So basically, what in the GitLab they have these little private dev folders, and you can't actually see what they're doing. Then they migrate them over, or they update these folders with what they're actually working on. So for 2B, they'll be in a different folder, probably somewhere else. And so to go. So this is the block height at the moment, 13,224,745. So we should expect a excuse me, a new block height for this. So I'm not actually sure what the current block height is actually at the moment, but what's the Ethereum block height? Ethereum block. Excuse me, I got a little frog in the throat there. What's the latest blocks? 14,403. So we're at 13,224. So it's excuse me. We've got a bit that so we could get a block that's probably pretty close to this one, is my guess, up at the 14 million mark. So it means if you've got assets in your MetaMask wallet, you should be able to see those. Pretty cool. Hey, I'm pretty excited about that MetaMask DAO. Hopefully we'll get some sort of airdrop or some sort of benefit out of it, rather than just giving money. Since they did all that private round, rather than just giving, they've already got money. Hopefully we'll get a bit of an airdrop. But yeah, we'll see. They said it's not going to be a cash grab, so take it that's from our point of view, given the fact they made all that money. Brendan says, what would be your dream car to buy if you had life-changing money to play with? Hey, well, I'm not too much into cars, Brendan, but I think I would like a Tesla. I like Teslas. Yeah. I kind of, I'd probably jump from I'd probably, over a car, I'd probably want like a super yacht type things, like not too big, but just something really, really cool. And of course, I like jets, so Learjets. I'd like to have, if you're up in that big dollars, a Learjet and stuff like that. So it's kind of things, but they're expensive to run those things too. 5 billion Hedron sold. Let's have a look. That's what we're wanting. Thank you for the heads up on that. 5 billion Hedron. That's the one there. So I think they must be getting down there. They're out. The big whale's out. Woohoo! Nice. That's out. So that's better now. So that gives you a bit more confidence. Once it, let a few minutes go, they have sold all that out. So cool, 5.5 and 4.999. So now it's probably a safer time to buy in now. But once again, there's still weakness in the market, relatively speaking. There were 119,000 came in. Someone bought in there. Look at that. So that's kind of the time to buy in. Probably might get a little bounce back, but once again, this has weakened the structure regardless, because you're still going to need more buyers and sellers to come in at the moment. But definitely is a better time now that the big seller's gone. Woohoo! Yes. ProHex is in the house. Good morning from Turkey. It was a while ago. Hey, ProHex, good to see you. It was a while ago. Yeah, sorry. I was yakking away there. Our seller is back, says Fatal Fury. Is he? On that one. I don't know if has he bought something else. We've got let's go to his wallet here now. We've got the US dollar amount. Let's see if he's spending any of that. 2 minutes ago, out 60,000. What did he do? Hex, he's bought Hex. You beauty. Woohoo! You go buy some Hex, boy. You go buy some Hex with that money. You go smash some money into the Hex there. Oh, nice. All right. So, hey, that's a good thing. Yeah, you bought some Hex. Nice. Who was that pointed out? Did he buy some? I think it was Brennan. Wasn't it Brennan? You were saying about, did he buy anything with it? So, yeah. Dingerwolf says, what are the gas prices like today for minting Hedron? Super cheap. They're super cheap at the moment. Like you'd probably be able to mint Hedron for, I don't know, $3, something like that at the moment. That's really cheap. So we get out of here, or it's back up to 23, but it was 17 before, about 10 minutes ago, before I started yakking about the Pulsechain. So the Pulse X coming up. So cool. All right. So we'll try not to be too distracted. Come on, wallet. You can buy some more Hex. You get some more Hex. You good thing. He's got quite a bit of Hex already, but 3 minutes ago. Let's hopefully he does some more buys of Hex. Hey, if he's going to sell, obviously Hedron now. Hedron can pump a bit, so it's definitely a buy time for Hedron. And of course, let's see where we might go to. We'll have to wait and see. It's a little bit difficult to tell from here after we had all this happening. So nice. Brennan says, woohoo! Fatal says that confirms my theory. Big wallets buying Hex, small wallets swapping to Hedron. Yeah, that happens a lot. Fatal. You're right about that. Gas price is now plus 20 Gwei, says Prox. A good one. Nice. All right. Thanks, everybody. So good. All right. Looking good there. I'm going to post some emojis just because we can. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Bam. What would I need for that? Need some. Oh, you know what I need? I need a Hedron emoji. Need to make a Hedron emoji. That's what I'm going to do. A Hedron emoji. That makes sense. We're kind of like a dual token now, right? So look at all the big money coming. Bam, bam, bam. Far out. It's pretty epic. What was this? A failed transaction? What was happening there? I don't know. 1 inch. Using 1 inch router on there. That was the Hex buy, 60K. So we'll see what they do. See what they do with that at the moment. So I think they had they got 525,000 Hex. So that's the 60,000 they bought. So that's cool. And the price now is pumping up. Woo. So these probably other wallets here probably looking at the looking at the seller's wallet waiting as well. They're just waiting at the sidelines there, and it looks like they come in after that. So no, I don't know where the person's got other wallets, but that's what we were looking at the stage. Nice. 3,800. Woo-hoo-hoo. Nice. 2,800. Bam. What are we going to bounce to? Let's think about that. I'm going to get rid of the trades. I get rid of go to the right there. Let me know in the chat what you think the price is going to go back up to, because we had quite clear structures through here. And now we've got a bit of a bounce back. I don't know, we're going to go back to a tack over 40 and maybe get to 250. Maybe we might get up to there. Maybe maybe up to here. Maybe we might get up to here, which is kind of this line. Okay, nice little strong candle up there. I guess it's quite a bit of buying though, right? So quite a bit of buying to get up there. I guess our next target really is this one here, 4,000. So let's have a look. I don't know why I've got red on there. Why have I got red? That's because of my last line. So let me change that to orange there. Nice. All right, with the emojis, gas $55.80, too much for me to mint. Right, yeah. Definitely if you get it under like 17 Gwei, something it's like $3, maybe $3. Hello, says Finbear. Hey, Finbear, good to see you. And Proxys says 35 is strong support line of Hedron. 35, yeah, I agree with that. That's where we've got our support line in there. We're already back up at 3,820, so we could quite easily get up there. Dingle says now $7. Yeah, so you won't be minting at the moment, especially if you're doing. I'm in two minds about Hedron in terms of my strategy with Hedron, but hey, it's pretty good. They only picked up 60K worth though. Man, surely they had like $1 million. Why don't they just do at least 20%? They could have done 200K on the Hex. Maybe they'll do a DCA on the Hex. Maybe the DCA, and I've ruined my chart now, haven't I? Let's go back to the hourly and we'll get rid of that. Don't know if I have all the features on here. What's my $11.42. 3822, folks, looking good. Fatal says $5 is not much if you 100x your money in the near future. That says Fatal Fair, yeah. I guess you only need to unmint them when you need to, though, right? You only need to, mint them when you need to if you're looking at selling them. We're at 27 Gwei at the moment. Typically, the best time for Gwei is 1 to 3 a.m. UTC time on Sundays, but we've had quite a few opportunities these days with below 20 Gwei, like we just did before with 17 Gwei. So let's go to the ETH tracker. Yeah, so 31 Gwei it says here at the moment. It's 15. We'll keep coming back to that. 3822. What was the bottom there? The bottom was 3387. So we got pretty close to our support line there. That was from that big seller down here coming down the last couple of hours. Have they bought anything more? 306. They picked up 500,000 Hex. That was a pretty good play, actually. So if they get 5x on 6, that's 5, that's 30, that's 300 grand. Brendan says SwiftX on Australian Crypto Exchange is a sponsor of the NRL this year. Nice. Yeah, I think you're probably going to see more and more as the years go by of crypto sponsoring sports is probably what we're going to see. Subject to no global collapse of the financial system. Apart from that, that's the only disclaimer. I was lucky to claim my Hedron at gas prices of $4 each. A few stakes later. Yeah, so I got quite a few. It's $2.65. And I was doing it with someone else at the time. We were competing about how low it was that we could get, and the Gwei was, it was like 15, 16 Gwei or somewhere around that mark. It was pretty hilarious. I did pop back over 20, like 25, and it's like, oh, we waited. It was pretty risky from that point of view. And $5 claiming is not much with the 10x bonus. Just hodl on for a few years. Yeah, so you can do that a lot too. Just hodl those hodl bags. Let's try that first. That's different. I don't usually use this view, but the little person on there, on the thing. Nice. All right, so let's jump back to the price there. We're basically pumping on that. Let's have a look at the trades, see what the trades are going. Pretty nice, actually. So after our last sell from our seller, we got 150K. We got another little seller there. We got a 120K, 23, a 50K, a 10K, a 5K, and a 26K. So some of the bigger money was sitting on the sidelines waiting for the whale to sell. So that was a good lesson. So a lot of smaller fish were buying, but some of the bigger fish were waiting for the whale to finish selling. As soon as they did, pump their bags. That's how they make the monies. That's how they make the mucho grandes, as we say. That's pretty hilarious. Woohoo! Oh, nice. All right, so cool. We've got the market holding up. This is really cool, man. Having BTC over 40K, that's so good. Obviously, to get over 50K, it's failed to do that for some time, but that would be super bullish to getting over 50K. But until it does that, it's kind of in the halfway house. 30 under 30. If 30 becomes resistance, that's very bearish. At the moment, we're in that half space, and that's pretty cool that we're actually here. That's very nice. Obviously, Bitcoin has changed a lot, right? There is so much more institutional money in, and of course, we've got a bit of a relief rally on here at that moment. I think even with investing.com, actually, this is checkinvesting.com, not the actual commentaries, because commentaries are all pretty stupid, most of them. But we'll have a look at the markets. Yeah, so 34,000 on Dow Jones, S&P at 4,400. So we have to look at the timeline there. Let's go max on the timeline on the Dow, and you can see that's pretty high, right? So pretty high. There's going to be some big correction here somewhere coming up. S&P 500 is also, look at that chart, and then of course the Nasdaq there as well. So interesting stuff there. Cool. What else is any commentaries there? World number 2. Nothing really. Nice. All right. So the GUI is 25. Swap on Uniswap is about $16. I guess you might get that for $13 or something. As well. And here we are. Hey, another decent buy in there, 20,000. So yeah, we're up to 3,842. Slowly creeping up. I feel that definitely 4,000, and maybe we might get back up to maybe we might get up to 42, 250. We need to get up to 4,600. But we could do that. We could, if there's no big sellers left, might get smaller sellers, but not any of that top 20 wallets selling. That was probably the case. So that guy's wallet was probably about, like I say, number 15 or number 16, biggest wallet. ProHex says Bitcoin needs to close on the weekly above 41K. The trend is bearish still. Agree with that, ProHex. Good point. And very, very nice. Nice. And ETH really needs Bitcoin to sort of get bullish before ETH is really going to try and move back to 4K. I know a few projects wanting to move into stable coins with their projects if ETH can go higher so they can switch their pools over. So it's going to be interesting to see that happen. BNB at 384. I missed the days when BNB was like $680. That was pretty epic. But I don't know if the market will just price it back up if the market does rally. If the BTC gets over 50K, gets over 60K, again, that'd be a triple top, man. Triple top in a bull market. That'd be insane, wouldn't it? Triple top. All right, let's see whether our whale's done. Hey, the whale's done something else. Sold his Hex. Oh, you little rat bag. Did he sell his Hex? Or did he move his Hex? Did he sell his Hex? Transfer. He transferred the Hex. Hex has gone to this wallet. Let's go see where that's gone. He's got 5 million Hex in this wallet. Okay, so he's transferred 500K into this wallet. He's got 5 million Hex in here. So that's 573,000. So that's okay. As long as you're accumulating, that's cool. Fatal says, missed the days when BNB was $7. Oh, good one, Fatal. Good one. Yeah. Well, you probably retired then. You probably retired if it went to 680 and you got it at $7. You're probably retired now. You're probably living in. Hey, look, there's another decent buy, 80K. We're up to 3,872, just slowly creeping up there. Yeah, nice. Pretty cool. Cool for school. Now the question is, where are we going to go from here? We just probably need another hourly candle in there to start forming some sort of new angle there. Ask somebody in the chat whether, because at the moment the angle's like that. I don't think we're going to get that angle, but we'll probably get some angle here and set up maybe. At the moment it's looking like that angle, but we'll wait till we get a bit. Probably need at least maybe 3 hours, 4 hours. We could go to a smaller time frame. That's the other way of doing it. 15 minutes, 1 hour. $2.6 up to 3,895. Nice little bounce back. This is how we roll. Rolling. That's 15 minutes. Let's go back to an hour. Nice. All right. I hope that's not too dizzy when I change the charts there. I do apologize if it's a little dizzy. And Hex there. At least they put, looks like they're going to hold the Hex. I don't imagine them selling the $500,000 down at Hex down at this price. Surely not. Looks like they are accumulating. They probably made some pretty, maybe they, I don't actually see what their prehistory was, so I won't comment on that. So they are still sitting on 1 million in this wallet, 5 million in this, $500,000 in this wallet, so it's $1.5 million. They may have some other wallets, hard to tell. At this stage, it looks like these two. Fatal says 80,000 at Hedron buy Hex swapped. Oh, really? Boom. All right. So we got the $80,000. This one here you're talking about. Oh yeah, it was too. That was a hex swap. Okay. That ain't cool. That ain't cool. All right, cool. All right, so I don't know if it went through this pool. It went through another pool. So okay. We're up at we had an $85,000 buy there too. We're up at 3,919. Pretty nice. All right, looking good here. So what's the actual make on this? They're up about. Oh, sorry, I was going to get rid of. Let me just get rid of this angle here. We're gonna delete that. We'll delete that, and of course we're. Let's get the ruler out. Let's take it from here, and we're up about 15.43%. That's pretty good, all right. That's pretty mean. That's pretty nice return straight off the bat. So you know, the bigger money it held off, waited for the wallet to sell out, and then bam, it came in. Now we've got a little bit of selling going on, but that's pretty small comparably. We're down just a tad there. Waiting for some other bad boy. Someone will come in with like maybe 250 mil. 250,000, 250 mil. That'd be quite something. 250,000. And yeah, I don't even know what that would do to the price. It'd just be absolutely insane. That'd be, you'd see more of the big wallets selling down. Bam, 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 bam. You get rid of the top couple of wallets. Except for the Hex Goldwell and of course the Origin account and what's that number 83? Our favorite wallet there. Is it 83 or 91? Can't remember now. Always forget the number. This is terrible. Gas tracking, woo, under 20 on low anyway. 19. It's getting down cheaper. Let me refresh this because those numbers down the bottom don't update. Funny how this seemed to update, but these don't. They don't delayed. So we're down at under $10 now for a swap there. Check your gas thing for your Hedron mint. Check your gas for the mint there. Can't remember who was doing that. Was it Brenton? Or was it Brent? It was Dinglewolf. Check that. See what it is now. What the gas prices are cheaper. Not too bad. Not too bad at all. All right. So very, very cool. Wonder where this is going to head to. That's the question. That's the $1 million question. Certainly it has actually helped pump Hex a little bit too. And as I say, this is what I want to get in Hex. I want Hex to go to 12.5 cents. That's the next thing. That's the next one there. Let's go to the daily on the X. I won't add in the structure. Hopefully not. Let's pull it down. Yeah, so 12.5 cents. That would be at the middle of the Bollinger Bands there on the daily. So it'd be nice to get up there into that ballpark. It seems quite cheap when you think about the fact that we were up in the 20s here. We were in the 20s here. Because when we were in the 20s, we thought, the 20s is kind of low. When you think about 52 cents. And then, yeah, it's quite interesting. All right, but hey, positive. We've got like a dragonfly doji, and we've got a nice little green candle. It might get a bit bigger there. And, of course, let's hopefully we'll just get that uptrend going. That's kind of the key thing there. Key thing. Hey, what's happened to the buyers? They're all slowed down. We're not exhausted yet, are we? I thought sure we got some more buyers going to come in there. Add in the thing there. We've got up 8%, 8.8, 8.6. There we are. That's the big one. Woo! I was just saying that. Where's the big money? Where's the big money? We've got 85K coming. Nice, 21.5. Very, very cool. Now we're really pushing up towards that 4,000. And, of course, the target was 2,250. And, of course, we'll see whether we can get up towards 4,000 first. So we're just about there. It's about there on the 4,000. Smog said, Richard must be so relieved he can cancel Pulsechain now, seeing as the ETH fees are low again. Just kidding, yeah. Well, they're low, but not consistently. And, of course, they're still way too much if you think about it. But they're not $100, right? $100 use case. But as soon as they've got their docking upgrade with the full staking, maybe July, August, if they actually hit the target. Apparently, it's on testnet now for ETH 2.0. But then, of course, got sharding on top of that. So it's going to take a while. And as soon as the bull market's back on, we see the prices go up pretty quick again, though. The gas prices do jump up pretty fast again. But good comment. X-Buller says, hi, guys. Hope all is well. I'm very bullish on the market as a whole. must say, great show. Hey, Xbuller, appreciate it. And a big shout out to Xbuller there on Twitter. I do appreciate you retweeting and stuff like that. So big shout out to Xbuller there. ProHexer says that I use the Ethereum gas price extension and can follow it on without switching windows. Yeah, I haven't actually added that on here, ProHexer, but I might do that. Good idea. I have it on my other browser, but I don't use it. It's on my old computer, so it's not really doing much at the moment. Brendan says ETH will never be as cheap as PLS. No, never, ever. So it's going to take a little while for it to get congestion, but that's where it's going. So we've got a nice little bounce back here as well. So yeah, the big seller rained on our parade, but hey, it wasn't the end of the day. They ended up buying a whole ton of Hex. So that was not too bad at the end of the day. What did they buy? They bought over 500,000 Hex. So you know that's cool. What's in the game? Nice one. I say this, but you know, I mean, it's all the best for them, right? All the best. Hey, what's this? 500,000. 500,000. Where did 500,000 come in here? What happened here? What the heck? Hedron to USD. Remove 500,000. Oh, they removed their liquidity. They had 500,000 USD in liquidity. They moved the liquidity, folks. Oh, okay. Wow. Okay. That's probably why we're down here. So let me just, I'm going to refresh this page. I don't know whether that's interesting. That okay, 4.5. Where's that come out of? That's $500,000. Uniswap version 3 liquidity. Let's actually have a look at that folder. That's back into there. So now I've got another 500,000. What are they doing with this? What are they going to do? What are they up to? What are they doing? That sounds like that guy. What's a funny comedian? What are they doing off Wedding Crashers? What are they doing in there? Yeah, Wedding Crashers at the end. It was so funny, that scene. All right, so we've got that's what they've got in the USD at the moment. They're definitely being very active, aren't they? And what we got over here? I think I was off here. This was the contract. Let me have a look in here. That's their one. That's their money. Okay, that's not what I actually want to look at. I was trying to look at the, am I on the wrong contract? Is that one there? I could be wrong here. Excuse me. All right, I'll get out of there. I was not going to the place I thought I was going to. Right, so they're sitting on this 1.5 million. So are they going to be doing, what are they doing with that money? Are they going to be buying something? $20. $20. No. Okay, well, we'll just watch this wallet. This wallet is doing some interesting things at the moment. Let's scroll out there, none, and we'll get rid of the trades. Here we are, folks. I've got the RSI on this. The RSI is definitely pulled back. Someone commented on that yesterday. That's definitely pulled back now, and it's got plenty of room to bounce up there. So there's plenty of room for a nice little price pump on the hourly chart. So that's good news. Hey, welcome everybody to the live stream. Of course, this is another surprise price chart commentary because we've got some pretty cool stuff been happening, right? We had this big pullback with a big whale selling, probably whale number 15, top 15 account. And of course, now we've had a nice little bounce back here in the price, looking pretty good as it's a lot of the bigger fish waited for the seller to sell out, and then they jumped in with some of their big buys. So looking good. But the whale's not finished from the looks of it. They pulled their liquidity out of the Uniswap, out of the pool from the looks of it. And of course, they're now sitting on a lot of this stuff here. So I'm not sure what they're doing little swaps here for. Uniswap version 3 Hedron. What are they doing there? Hedron. Not sure what that's all about. What? They bot swapped some. Not sure what they're doing there, but it's a bit funny. All right, cool. Let us see what they're doing. All right, so we've got Praxis GitLab Pulsechain 2 new updates. Yeah. We actually looked at that earlier. They updated some more. Let me have a look here. See what they've 70 minutes ago. Compressed allocations. Woohoo! All right, they're getting busy. Getting busy there. All right, we're scrolling up here and we'll come back. Not sure if that's in the master. Testnet 2 credits. Cool. All right, let us get back into the action here. We got the price pretty hanging out here. It's just shy of 4,000. Not quite there yet. Not quite there on the price. And we've got the RSI moving up. Nice. Plenty of room. Plenty of room for the FOMOs. For FOMOs. FOMOs. All right, cool. We're almost at 4,000. Nice. We've hit our first target, though, on the rebound. And our next part target is 4,250, approximately, with our smiley face there. So we're good at that. I wonder if I should get rid of all my previous angulations. Maybe we should do that. Where else? We'll get rid of. We got a couple there. We'll get rid of this one. Don't need that anymore. This one here is still interesting. That one's interesting. This is interesting. We could come down and bounce off this one at 3,600. Could bounce off that. This one here is no longer true. Now it's down to here. So yeah, interesting stuff going on there. Woo, looking good. So we've got a Gwei, super cheap Gwei right now. Oh, it's 26. Okay, it was super cheap. That was down like 15 Gwei. That would have been super cheap for your claiming. I'm not sure if you're going to claim your Hedron. It would have been super cheap to do that. Now, obviously, the 9x bonus, I think that's going, isn't it? Let's just check. I'm not sure. It was pretty close to rolling over. I think we had 20 hours, though, was it? 14 hours to go, folks, to get your 9x bonus. So if you haven't claimed your Hex stake with your 9x bonus for your Hedron, then you got 14 hours and 41 minutes to go. So maybe it was lucky that you came onto this live stream and maybe you hadn't done it. Maybe you'd forgotten about it. You got 14 hours to go before it goes down from 9x down to 8x. So you definitely want that one extra X bonus on your volume. You get one Hedron per B share per day served on each stake. So a 9x bonus is pretty impressive. After 100 days, of course, going to gone. And, of course, you won't have all that upside launch bonus. So it's going to be a massive difference. So just take that into account. Cool. Cool. Was it Cool Whip? Cool Whip, I think it is. Cool Whip. 3,980 is our high at the moment. We're trying to get to 4,000. We are just about there. We're just a little bit off, just a little tiny bit. And yeah, not too bad. Got a pretty quiet chat there. The chat's pretty quiet. We've got Hex looking not too bad now, 11.5 cents. And the high for the day is at 11.87. Man, I definitely want 12.5 cents. Kind of my next thing. Hopefully by tomorrow when I'm here again, it will be up at that high. And of course, we've got a Hedron climbing over 4,000. Very cool. Big shout out to Alex, of course, the developer of Hedron. Congratulations. You've really, opened up new horizon within the Pulsechain ecosystem, as it were. Remember, everything that you've got on Hedron, if you're holding it, you'll get copied onto Pulsechain. So just like Hex, if you're holding Hex, you'll get copied on Pulsechain. Just remember that. It's going to be pretty neat. Brennan says, what would your all-time high prediction for Hedron be in 2 years? In 2 years, it's a 1 cent price target would be like a 2,200 X. I think last time I checked earlier today. So let me get the math out. Let me get the calculator out then. Let me get the calculator out, folks. That'd be 2,500 X from here to get 1 cent. 2,500 X. So I think doable. I think definitely doable. The fact that, why would I say that? Probably because a lot of the, even though we've got 69 trillion or whatever, a lot of that's in the Origin account and the top wallets in the Hex Gold Whale. Yeah, we could definitely get there because they're in the game. They may actually help pump the price, just like the Hex Gold Whale did back in April, May 2020. Started off the parabolic rises. So definitely possible there. Definitely. And because it's a derivative, the first derivative of Hex adds new functionality, it definitely could do a 2,500 X. Will it do a 10,000 X? Probably not. About 2,500. Yeah, sure. 2 years, sure. The volume will get concentrated. Obviously, you have to get that volume off. We're going to have burning with the auctions. That's going to take a while for that utility to kick in. I don't know, let's argument's sake 6 months, let's say. And then, yeah, so it's got some burn features in there. So it is going to burn stuff out. Once again, it's an experiment. So, you know, it's that's just my off the top of the top gun, off the top of the Top Gun hat guess there. But why not? Why not? $1.5 million. They haven't done anything there yet with that, so that's just sitting there. They must have pulled the funds out for some reason, right? I guess they made some more money. Maybe they would have made some more money on that. It's on version 3, so I'm not sure how they had that set up. 5 million. Let's refresh this. I think that's all they got there. Nice. All right, cool. Right, so we're not quite at 4,000, but we're at 3,980. No one's pushing us above there. Come on, guys. Let's get some another bid in there and kick that up higher. That's for sure. And we've got Hex that's sitting at 14.5. 11.5. Sorry, 11.5, not 14.5. Matt says, here with you, brother. Bloody appreciate your awesome content, legend. No one else does it like you. Hey, Matt, appreciate that. It's a really, really cool. Big shout out to you. Have you got Bintang Bears there, Matt? Is that Bintang Bears? Big shout out. Brendan says, could we see the same price on Pulsechain for Hedron or lower, you think? Well, I was kind of thinking for both. That's kind of for both chains. Don't want to double up on both chains on that point of view. I think Pulsechain is going to kind of dominate in terms of a premium, be like a premium. The only offsetting thing for a premium is the APY on respective chains. Now that's true for Hex, but Hedron's not the same, right? So there's no particularly, you know, not earning the interest the inflation APY, I should say. So it's a little bit more complicated. And of course, Brennan, we're assuming that we're in a stable financial world like today, and of course, it's not a guarantee. That's why I want Pulsechain to launch earlier, because of, you know, I think that people need to take some financial moves in the next few months, because the world markets look really like they're going to be really rough. And of course, if this mega financial boom cycle that we had since 2008 suddenly has its end, it's going to be, you know, like kind of like an Armageddon. It's going to be potentially bigger than the Great Depression. So just take that. I don't want to scare you, but that's definitely a potential now. So that's why I'm saying Pulsechain earlier. Get some good little security stuff in place. Make sure you got some good funds. You know, this and that, and of course, and then we'll hopefully that doesn't happen, and then you're set nice and pretty. That's pretty much the way it goes. Matt says, if Hex shoots to $100 within 5 years' time, what you're all doing? Well, yeah, probably on Hex Island. It's going to be a famous island called Hex Island, where Hexillionaires are going to go and land and have good times. It's going to be party time. You know, clean fun though, clean fun. Yeah. I guess we'll have 2 islands, one for the people that like the terror stuff, and then the rest of we'll have a family island for the rest of us. That's pretty funny. We'll have lots of Learjets. We'll have a whole Hex airline jets that will land with our private Hex fleet of private jets. I like the price of Superman, says Brennan. Yeah, me too. Chris White's in the house. Morning from I've got to say this properly. Shropshire, UK. Keep up the good work, man. Love your streams. I appreciate it, Chris. Big shout out to you. Very, very cool. And we've got Brennan says, I understand that this is all speculation, and the world right now would be throwing some questions around in the future, but I won't go there. Yeah, that's right, Brennan. We try to keep focused on crypto. We do lightly touch the geopolitical risks, but mostly we're about the crypto as well. But you know, I think the geopolitical risks and the financial system in terms of the Fed and money printing are important issues that we need to keep aware of, and of course how we respond to that. Over time, I think you should definitely take prudent financial management, putting aside taking some of your profits and putting them in a risk-off position. And of course, that's probably quite prudent, especially in the year ahead, given the things that are happening this year. So yeah, definitely food for thought there. Something to think about in any case, not financial advice, just my opinion. So cool. So hey, we're going to keep going for probably another 10 minutes, folks. That'll be an hour and a half. I think it's a pretty good spot. Looks like I just wanted to cover the correction here. We were covering the sell down. That was pretty cool. And now we've got that little pump up here. We're just wondering whether it's going to make it over 4,000. Not quite there, just a tad off. 39.80. 39.80. Wouldn't take much to get us over that. And then, of course, our target at the moment is for 42.5. 42.50 is where we're targeting there. May not get there, of course, may just peter out here. But, you know, there was a lot of selling, had to be absorbed by a lot of buying. A lot of buying did wait. A lot of smart buying waited until the big whale had sold out down the bottom here. Then the big money came in straight away. After the wallet was clear, you saw the money come in, bam, bam, bam. And, of course, pushed us up here with a nice little gain as well. So there we are. That's a good lesson to learn, right? If you do see a big wallet selling and it keeps selling down, you got to be very careful buying into that because it could be sold right down. And sometimes there's not the buyers there to buy that push the market up. And so the market goes down even further. So you got to be very careful with that, as you see. But hey, the market's done pretty well here. And we bounced off this line here. We've got new support and we're up 18%, which is pretty mad gains, you know, in an hour or less. So very cool, maybe 45 minutes. So cool. In fact, what is that on a 15-minute? Yeah, and half an hour, mad gains, half an hour. Pretty awesome, eh? Welcome to crypto, folks. Welcome to crypto. Looking really good. Matt says, I'll go there. Everyone followed the narrative and got rug pulled and still clinging onto the rug with their heads in the sand. Look up. Yeah. Brennan says, definitely cheers for your views. I totally agree with what you're saying. Hey, Brennan, appreciate that. Last comment was to you, HT. Yeah, all good. Yeah, so 3,902. We're not quite cracked the 4,000, but looking not too bad at this stage. Let's see what our whale ended up doing. No, he's just sitting on the USD. Maybe he's retired for the night. Maybe he's had enough, or the day where he is. Maybe he's pretty happy with himself. And of course, now he's sitting on a bit more Hex and sitting on 1.5 million USD. Obviously, pulled out that 500K from the liquidity pool. Maybe he's done. Maybe he's finished for the day. But, you know, I think they'd be pretty, maybe he'll DCA into Hex, depending on what happens with the Hex price, who knows. The Gwei's looking not too bad, I think. Let's refresh this. Yeah, aiding Gwei, folks. So if you are wanting to, this is kind of getting a good territory for minting Hedron stakes if you've got them. If you've been planning to do, looks like it might cost you just a couple of dollars at the moment, maybe $4 for $4.50 or something at this price. So pretty cool. Let's refresh that one more time. Bam. Yeah, back up to 20. It goes up a little bit there. Nice. Swaps about $10. Not too bad. And we're going to pull up the trades. Let's post some little emojis. Get some emojis in there. So if you haven't subscribed, folks, subscribe to the channel. If you haven't hit the like button, hit the like button. If you haven't do all the YouTube things, you know how we roll. We live breathing the YouTube. Actually, we're on Odyssey as well. So if you haven't followed Hex Token channel on Odyssey, Richard Hart is now on Odyssey. Now, what happens with Odyssey is that you can set up the account and you can import your YouTube account when you're a content creator. And what it does is that I think it's actually faster now than it used to be. But I think it's like maybe within half an hour or something like that, it downloads your video onto Odyssey and it auto uploads it. So you get to see everything on Odyssey. And of course, it's a nice backup, especially after Richard Hart's channel was taken down. It's really nice he's got a backup now. And of course, what it does when it first does it, it uploads all your past videos. So for Richard, obviously, since he's had lots of long videos back a couple of years, it's got to upload all those videos onto Odyssey. And Odyssey's on the blockchain. And of course, it has its own token. The LBC token used to be called Library. Now it's called Odyssey. Of course, it's had a few issues with the SEC trying to make it one of the examples. Does to take on. But of course, they're actually having a bit of trouble actually trying to do that. So, yeah. What's Bear say? Bear says pulling liquidity sounds like an incoming fork to me. Really? Explain, Finn, Bear. Let us know what you mean by that. What token you're talking about? What liquidity? Cool. Yeah, so for sure. Brennan says, did David Feder say you can earn crypto from watching videos on Odyssey? You can. So when you watch a video, you do get tipped a bit of LBC. I'm not sure what it is because I only watch little bits of video on there as a content creator, more content creating, but you can. Yeah, I think you, as a watcher, if you watch the video through to the end, I think it is, you get paid a little bit of LBC or something. I'm not sure what that is though. They have changed the tokenomics over time. But I think that they'll start to grow. I think over time the LBC price will probably move back up. It used to be over $1, and now it's like a fraction. And that was all because of the SEC issues. But I think they're actually probably going to recover from that. I think there was an article about it recently on the SEC. So once again, the cool thing is, of course, for a content creator, it backs up all the YouTube, so auto uploads. Yeah, big shout out. I think I've maybe had 50 people follow on there in the last day. So big shout out to you for that. Very, very cool. The cool thing about it's free speech platform. So there's none of this overlord, like YouTube and Facebook and that do with their imposition of left-wing ideas. Finn Bear says if you leave your token on a DX over the fork, if your tokens in a DX over the fork, the Amen bot will get them. Okay, cool. Yo says cookies and crypto. Every time cookies and crypto's in the house, they're good to see cookies and crypto. Amen bot will get them. Yeah, that's good. Good news there, Finn Bear. All right, so there we are. We're not quite cracked 4,000, but we're pretty much up there. And of course, the target price is smiley face up here. And as you see, if you've watched the previous live stream, the structure has changed a lot. We were going on the up structure. The previous target was 5,000. That was denied, but we did get pretty close. We got to 4,648. So we did get pretty close. And what a rally that was. A really nice rally. If you'd participated in that, you would have done pretty well. You would have got close to 50% in a day and a half. So that'd be a pretty nice gain. And of course, that would be about, compared to Hex, that would have been in the same period of time. What do we say? Day and a half. So compared to Hex, the last little day and a half or so, that would have been 18. So you'd have over 2.5 times more return on Hedron than you would have Hex on the price recovery. So if you'd bought the bottom, so pretty good. And then now at the moment we've had about an 18% rise, so pretty nice on that too. Very, very cool. Finbear says, so that is a risk for the LPs. Yeah, that's true. I guess that's true there, Finbear. But once when Amen bot runs on the pool side, it's going to harvest all those tokens anyway. So it's going to rule the world on a Pulsechain, and it's going to take the power away, and of course make it very lucrative for everybody else. So nice. All right, let's get into the chat here. Right, so we're coming up on an hour and a half, folks. Going to probably sign off in a minute or two. And we've watched the most of the action here. It's going to be interesting to see what goes from here now. But that's where we are. So we've got probably another 2 minutes to go. We'll see whether we can make that, crack that 4,000. We just need one decent buyer to come in here and do that. So pretty cool. Hey, isn't it cool how the last 3 nights have been able to cover the key actions on here? It's been quite cool. We covered this one 3 days ago. We covered this action as well. And of course, we've been able to cover this action here as well. It's really cool when you can get these turning points in the chart. We're actually pretty good. I would say maybe we're at 85% success. We were probably at 90% success when we got here. We got probably dropped that down to 85% because we got pulled down, and then the big seller took us down, so broke out of the chart. Otherwise, we've been doing pretty good for the most part here, and this call seems to be pretty good so far as well. Now, none of these things are inevitable, of course. If there's not enough buyers around, you could have seen this red candle just keep going down, and it may very well. We've had buyers come in here. They waited. They've made a nice little gain, but will they get sold on? Is there another whale out there that willing to sell on them? Or are the whales really just going to hold? Because we have a lot of diamond hands in Hex and minted their Hedron. So how many of those in that wallets are willing to sell? The other thing, of course, is how many speculators actually picked up stuff when it was super cheap in here. Maybe they came from crypto.com or somewhere like that, and they heard about Hedron. They jumped on early. So it's going to be interesting to see that at the moment. So very, very cool. Good place to finish, though. Hey, thanks for watching, everybody. Hope you enjoyed this one. It's another different type of show, just watching the price. I like it, and it's a lot of fun. Brendan says, cheers. Thanks, Superman. Appreciate hard work. Have a good night. I appreciate that, Brendan. Hey, to everybody out there, catch you in the next one. Enjoy yourself. And let's post some emojis in here as well while we're about to go. Let's post that in there and post these emojis. Boom. All right, take care now. Enjoy yourself. Bye for now. As Top Gun says, I feel the need for speed. I feel the need for speed. Very, very cool. Thanks for the stream, brother. Hey, Bradley, you're most welcome. All right, bye for now.